Hey everybody, and welcome back. In this video, what we're going to talk about is the pulley here and the lever of the left arm, okay? So what you have to understand is this is very magical, all right? Let's look at it from a different perspective before I get into this. When I can use the long arm lever and the pulley together, and I get here like this, I am going to come into this ball in the best way that I possibly can. So let's really understand how this works, okay? When we get set up, we're going to get into our good Hogan setup and everything's, where Mr. Hogan was. So then he would trigger that knee, which is really this type of little twitch motion. But now, as I'm doing the pulley, I'm not just taking my right arm and going like this, guys. This has to move. But the cool part about it is it's not being done with my hands. It's being done with the pulley going back, and I'm using the back of my shoulder, which for most of you is going to feel like a shoulder blade. It's really not. It's a little more deeper inside than that. But the back of the shoulder above the lat is what we're really trying to do. So when I'm moving this lever, it's from the back here as the pulley is going like this. And what you'll see when that happens is there's the caddy drag, because I really haven't done anything with my hands. I mean, it just happens. So here comes the pulley this way, which is moving the lever, okay? So, but it's happening from the back of the shoulder with the right elbow. Bingo. So now I'm going to keep pulling the pulley, but I'm not going to pulley the pulley this way. I'm going to pulley the pulley straight back, like I'm just going to bang something right there behind me. And then when I do that, look how it moves the long arm lever to a really good position right there. Then, as we know, at this point, because of the video I did previously, this is as far as the arm's going to move. So now we're going to use the shoulder and get it loaded. And there's our rebalance, recenter. Now from here, we're just going to remember, the pulley controlled this thing going back. So now we needed to start moving it coming down. So we talked about, the lines right here, the bikini lines, the diagonals, however you want to think about it. So pulley, shoulder, together in unison. Pulley, shoulder, together in unison. Pulley is still going back. Now I'm going to the top and I get that recenter move. Now here I come down. See how this elbow is now in such a great position because it's way back here. Now it's going to start going around the body the same way it got there in reverse. And then that elbow is going to track this diagonal. But the crazy part is, right, as this is attacking this diagonal, the body is getting out of the way. So as in a reference, it's attack that diagonal, keep getting out of the way, and you're going to get there every single time. There's some of you that think, oh my gosh, hang on, I'll show you. A lot of you think, or not a lot, there's some of you out there that think what I'm saying to do is to do this. That is not what I'm saying to do. But this is really a problem. Watch this, because I'm fanning this club head so far and away. That is a major problem for a lot of people that play golf. However, it's a really cool problem to have if you understand the pulley. Because people that are doing this and getting this club here, and everybody goes, oh, that's bad. That's a death move. Because when you do that, it's going to force you to come over the top. But what's really going on is your brain knows this is a great spot to be. The problem is you're trying to get there with your hands. That's really the biggest issue. But watch what happens. This is with your hands. It's like, oh my God, I can't go anywhere. See my hands, look where I'm at. Now let's do it with the pulley and the lever. Oh my goodness, guys. It's the same thing, but I did it by using the lever and the pulley. So instead of the club going this far in, watch what happens. Lever, oh my gosh, I'm in, but now the pulley's going back. Look how deep I get this thing. Now I know this is as far as the arm's going to go. So now I'm going to use that shoulder. Bingo. Now I'm going to come down. Here we go. I'm even going to try to come over the top. Oh my goodness, I can't. Now I'm really going to try to get into my legs. Look at this. I am going to murder a golf ball. Bam. Simple as that. So when you can understand how this works, okay? Because again, the pulley, moving the lever, okay? Here's the thing. A lot of people are like, Hogan went up and in, under and up. And I can assure you, later in Mr. Hogan's career, when he figured everything out, there was no up. Zero. Why? Because if I take, then this is massive loads here, guys, okay? If I take the pulley and the lever and get it to the top, when I get to the top, you're going to feel this arm is really moved internally, which feels like it's getting closer to the spine. And at the top, this feels like it is external, going this way, but getting closer to the spine behind me, okay? Now, if I take this club and I do that right, there is a tremendous amount of tension. And everybody's going, oh, wait, whoa, hang on. Chris, we don't want tension in our golf swing. Again, I'm going to call it out bullshit, right? Because if you don't have that tension, that means your muscles are not working correctly. And I'm going to show you where the problem is. Everybody that, let's say you're doing this half right, and you got here and you went around, so the club's going pulley, lever, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I can feel this stuff getting loaded. But now, take this club and lift your hands up. This is not a load, guys. The second I'm around and I lift my hands up, all this wonderful tension is gone, okay? And what's the crazy part about it? When I get to the top and I feel this tension is loading me into the ground. So now my lower body is responding to that, and then all of a sudden, these are going to just stay there. And if you can do this drill right and stay there and go, oh my gosh, you're going to feel your legs for the first time in a way you haven't. But if you take this club and you go, okay, Chris, I'm going to try the pulley drill. I'm going to get set up. I'm going to do everything like Mr. Hogan. Let me get in a good spot. I'm going to get here. There's my trigger. I'm going to move the pulley. There's the caddy drag. Now I'm going to pulley back, pull that across. Now all of a sudden from here, I'm going to go around, and you can hear in my voice, and you can see me right now. I am so wound up, it's ridiculous. But instead of going around now I'm just going to lift up. Okay, no good. So then what am I have to do? Drop down, and when I drop down from this position, look how this is going this way. So the elbow's coming down. Boom. Not good. Good for, hey, is there a lot of that in the modern swing? Yeah. I disagree with it, because there is an easier way on your body, on your back, on your joints, on your knees. And it is the true rotational power that you really have when you can start understanding. Most people look at a lever. I'm going to hold it out right in front of you. They're going to say, okay, let's put the fulcrum right in kind of the middle here. And that is going to represent a seesaw. Pretty simple. But as this side goes down, this one moves up. So now let's move the input. Here's the output. And let's imagine this being like a car jack. So all of a sudden I press down. This would lift the car up. So it's a lever. So most of us really can see this lever in this type of a way. Up and down, because that's the way we're used to it, right? But in the golf swing, it's no longer up and down. It's on a inclined plane moving up and down. Okay? That's what the lever's doing. So without the pull, I'll use the pulley, but I'm not going to put my hand there. So I pulley it back, and then it's going this way to get us up here, because it is truly moving on this plane now, which would be here, right? Which would be here. And when the pulley goes up, I'm using the lead shoulder behind me, and I'm doing the pulley. And when I do that, you are going to start turning because everything is being controlled, and it's going to get you the top. Then in the backswing, I'm going to take the pulley in the opposite direction. Bam! Every single time. It is flawless. You won't hit it fat. You won't hit it thin. You may hit some of those, not fast shots, but you may hit it thin until you really get this elbow coming back down on this diagonal. But once you get it, it's like click, and your brain goes, wow, this is the most efficient way to do something. And it really is. And what's the thing about it? Everybody says, well, my gosh, you got to hit 10,000 balls. You got to. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have to understand the motion. You have to be able to do the motion in slow motion so that you can feel what's really going on. Then as you go to hit balls, you need to have the same feels of what you're feeling in slow motion. Then when you play golf, it has to be the same feels. But when you get this pulley drill working and you're like here, and it's like instead, and you don't go around and you lift up, boom, all that tension's gone. All that tension is truly stored potential energy so that it can transfer into the ball. Very critical to understand that. Stored energy. I am loaded. Lever, pulley. Hook. Stored energy maintained. Transfer through the ball. Pretty simple to understand, guys. Hope this helps. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget it. Check out the masterclass. It's already helped hundreds of people. All right, guys. We'll look for you in the next video.